Viewers, a High Court judge is on the brink of impeachment. And the reason, believe it or not, is that he permitted Hindus to light a simple ceremonial lamp atop a sacred hill in Madurai. Let's get straight to the facts. A single High Court order has sent the DMK-led Tamil Nadu government and allies throughout the country into overdrive. First, the opposition challenged the order in the Supreme Court and before a division bench. Fair enough, that is the legal route. Second, they physically blocked devotees from reaching the site so that the High Court order could not be implemented. But the third move is what shakes the foundations of India's judicial independence. They rallied, the DMK rallied opposition MPs to initiate impeachment proceedings against Justice G Swaminathan. An impeachment notice is not some memo. It is not some protest. It is the most extreme parliamentary action available against a judge. Viewers, you require at least 100 MPs to sign the motion. And if it is admitted, a 3-member panel is formed to probe the charges. And that panel comprises of an SC judge, an HC Chief Justice, and a distinguished jurist. The trial is entitled to, of course, the judge is entitled to a fair hearing and can counter charges and cross-examine. It's a lengthy process, but it is a very serious process. Very few justices have been impeached in this country. And it is normally reserved for corruption, gross misconduct or incapacity, not for delivering a judicial order you simply disagree with. So there are very set criteria and you can see them on your screens. Proven misbehavior or incapacity, and of course, viewers, the fact that Articles 124 and 218 in the Constitution, they all laid out these provisions. The Tamil Nadu government alleges procedural and constitutional lapses, that the judge overrode a higher bench, admitted a contempt petition before the deadline, involved the CISF in the implementation of his order, ignored precedents and issued directions at a site without basic infrastructure. Now, viewers, let me tell you this, that all of these might be serious lapses, but ones that the Supreme Court is perfectly capable of examining. And that is what courts are for, after all. When there is overreach, when there is a need for a corrective, you approach a higher court. So why reach for the loaded gun of impeachment? Was it because the judge didn't agree with the opposition? Yes, this judge, viewers, he ordered a very, very deliberate rebuke to a case that was being argued before him. But that is natural, viewers. Some people lose, some people win. As long as the judgment was legally sound, it doesn't matter against whom it is. So impeachment in this context looks like accountability and more like intimidation. It's a message. Think twice before ruling in favor of Hindu devotees, and it raises some questions. Was this, viewers, open intimidation? Why the notice to impeach even after a plea in the Supreme Court? A tool to threaten judiciary verdict not in line with the state? Sign of nervousness before Supreme Court verdict? What is the reason? Appeasement above rule of law for the India bloc? Viewers, we all agree that Justice Swaminathan is not a pleaser. He never crawled before this DMK government. He ruled with meticulous application of the law. And in some cases, the DMK government or the party or its members came out poorer for it. But that doesn't mean that you go up in impeaching somebody. Nonetheless, the DMK says that it has reasons to do so. So let's ask the other side. The BJP, specifically K. Annamalai, senior leader of the BJP, someone who was the state unit chief and was leading the campaign into 2024. A few basic questions on this entire issue. Now, the BJP has taken a particular position on this, Mr. Annamalai. The DMK says that the constitution allows impeachment for procedural misconduct. So why are you calling, that is, the BJP calling a constitutional inquiry an attack on the judiciary? We all know the issue. The issue is that after a long time, the court decided to change the status quo and allow Hindu devotees to light a lamp on a particular pillar, not at the highest point, which was near a dargah, but at a lower point on a hill, which is considered sacred. So, I want to ask you, Mr. Annamalai, and this is a fundamental question. Given this background, why are you calling a constitutional inquiry, an impeachment, an attack on the judiciary? Why are you going after the DMK and the opposition in this way? Can you explain your case?
Sir, if you look at the history of the impeachment process, of course, many have failed the test of impeachment. Now, if you look at the history of processes, very clearly we have seen out of 9-10 instances, it's corruption, constitutional misconduct. These are the various reasons, including the current one where they were talking of a Delhi court judge. Now, this is the first time I'm seeing the DMK wants to paint a picture of a judge in a certain way only because they did not like the particular judge's verdict on Tiruppuram issue. After the verdict on Tiruppuram, they want to bring all kinds of angle, including the caste of the judge. In fact, when we went through that notice, they were able to say, oh, the judge is only favoring advocates of a certain caste, which is unfortunate to hear. And we have gone to that level. Simply because I want to attack a judge, I want to bring all elements into it. No complaint against the Bar Council, no complaints in the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court Bar Council, nothing on record. They want to just create an issue and bring it. And this is a judge who has always stood like all many other judges. In fact, I was telling to some person also, the same judge whom we are talking now, Mr. Justice Swaminathan, he has given a verdict against me also in a political case. It's okay, went on appeal, that's how. If you don't like a judge's judgment, it's fine. We always have recourse to various courts. We can always go there and appeal. But in this case, since they don't like the Tiruppuram issue, they want to paint the whole thing. Very unfortunate. Then the whole India Alliance MPs led by DMK able to mobilize some signature, meet the speaker. And what is the message they're giving to our countrymen, sir? They're telling the people of our country that we want the judges of Tamil Nadu to behave in a particular way, to give judgments in a particular way. If we don't like their judgments, we will paint anything we want on the judge because the judge is defenseless to come and talk. By the nature of judiciary, the judge will not come and talk until a certain point of time. We will character assassinate. We will send our spokesperson to television channels in Tamil Nadu. We will paint all kinds of stories against him. 1 month later, all the stories will keep circulating. Rumor mongering will happen. Very, very unfortunate. We are putting a judge who is fearless, that too in a kangaroo court, that too by certain DMK vested interest.
Okay, but
trying to paint a picture not against the judge, not against the judgment, including his caste. Very unfortunate.
The DMK, Mr. Annamalai, the DMK says to further your interest, that is the BJP's political interest, the BJP is supporting a single judge overruling a division bench and also a long settled precedent in law. Are you doing this, sir, just to further your political interests, as the DMK is claiming, and if not, why?
Sir, let me put it on clearly in front of you, sir. The division bench judgment is entirely different from the current judgment. First, we have to understand that, sir. The 2014-2017, the division bench judgment is entirely different. The petitioners request them, 2014-17, which the DMK is quoting as, they wanted to light the Deepam at the highest point of the hillock. What is the current judgment? The current petitioner's request is, we want to light Deepam at the Deepatun. So what is this difference? The highest point of the hillock, there is a dargah. And Mr. G Swaminathan in his judgment has clearly mentioned, no, you cannot go to the highest point of the hillock and light it. It is a settled matter. In the judgment on December 1, he calls this as a settled matter. Nobody can go to the top of the hillock. That belongs to Dargah. It's settled. But you can light in the Deepatun, which you are asking as a petitioner. I am granting that. Because the Deepatun is not anyway connected to Dargah. The Deepatun belongs to the temple. Now the DMK, over the last 1 week, selectively they are kind of confusing the public and people of Tamil Nadu, people of our country by saying, no, he is overruling the division bench judgment of 2017, which is entirely different. Now this judgment is entirely different, sir. In fact, in this judgment, he has quoted that judgment also to say, it is a settled matter, I am not going into that. And now DMK, after the judgment, once they found defenseless, now they say, no, Deepatun is the archaeological survey of India stone. When somebody said, when is archaeological survey of India came, then they shifted their narrative, say, no, it is a great trigonomical archaeological survey. When it happened, it is that. So every day they give new reason. Lot of Tamil literature, people are putting in the social media in the last 1 week, it clearly talks about Deepatun. Different Tamil literature talks precisely to this stone at different points of time. Now suddenly DMK is inventing new reasons. Sir, that is a different case. This is a different case. Nobody wants to light at the top of hillock because that belongs to Dargah. It's a settled matter, sir. People only want to light on Deepatun only one day. On the day of Kartikai, which happened to be 3rd December this, only that day they want to light and come back. Even that they don't want to allow.
Okay.
And why are they creating so much ruckus and trying to selectively misinterpret the whole judgment, sir?
Okay. In their defense, the DMK says the state government is following a 100-year Hindu tradition and BJP is turning a temple ritual into a political flashpoint. How do you respond to this charge?
Sir, again in 1996, the DMK quotes about the judgment also. In 1996, that is a very specific judgment on somebody wanted to go to Deepatun and light it. 1996 judgment, not the division bench which DMK is quoting. 1996, the judge said, look, I only have 3 days time to decide. You come now. This year, I am not permitting you to light it up in Deepatun. So you please light it up in the Uchipaliyar temple where you are lighting for all these years. Next year, with advance notice, please approach the temple. I also request the temple to find a space. Only condition is the lighting spot should be 15 meters away from Dargah. This is the 1996 judgment, which was not at all followed the next year, the year after. 1996 clearly mentioned, since I had only 3 days, the judge said, you please light it in Uchipaliyar Kovil. Next year you can consider Deepatun. Only condition is Dargah and Deepatun should be 15 meter distance apart. Now Dargah and Deepatun is 50 meter apart. The present judgment, the judge has gone measured. He has walked the whole hill. He has measured. It is 50 meter. So 1996 judgment also the government did not follow. 2014-17 they are misinterpreting. Now they are saying the issue we have manufactured in 2025. No, sir. This issue was there. The Hindu Munnani leader, Mr. Rajagopalan, was murdered exactly for raking up this issue in 1990s. He was murdered because he wanted the lighting of lamp to happen in Deepatun. That is how the judgment happened.
All right.
Now they selectively kind of closed it. This year the petitioners were approached the EEO good 2 months before, saying that we want to light in Deepatun. The EEO refused. Couple of weeks before he said rejection letter. Then they went on appeal to the High Court, which gave the order on 1st December. So it's a process of law that is established by the Bhaktas of Muruga who followed approaching the EEO, giving them 2 months time, then filing a writ petition. So where was anything wrong, sir? I also would like to bring to your kind attention the last 8 days of happening in Madurai. No public property damaged. Not even a single glass broken. The Hindu devotees come, police show something, they go back. The Hindu devotees again come back with a contempt of court order, again the police sends them back. This happened on 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, continuously. And every single day it is the police which brazenly wants to come and disobey a lawful order of the court. And not even a single person did a law and order issue. The whole of Madurai, the Hindu devotees, they are doing it peaceful. Who is creating law and order, sir? It is the DMK government. Why are they doing it, sir? Let us see from a political perspective. The DMK also knows Lighting a Deepatun is only a 1 minute work. They can just go, light it up and come. The issue dies next day. People will go and do their work. Why are they raking up a controversy? Because they want the minority consolidation to happen in Tamil Nadu. The DMK is only using this Tiruppuram issue to rake up the minority consolidation. They want to tell our minority brothers and sisters, see, I am there for you. Even against the court judgment. See, I have gone to our parliament to go for impeachment motion against the judge who has given judgment against you. So during the election year, they want to play this whole angle to consolidate minorities. Very politically, anybody can read through it, sir. In the process, what the DMK is trying to do, they are trying to trample the judiciary under its feet. And now, very funnily, in the impeachment process, inventing reasons. He belongs to this caste. He is only encouraging advocates of this caste.
What
unfortunate,
I find,
sir, very unfortunate. And that is the way DMK is behaving now.
Okay, but what I find rather curious is that the HRNCE, which is meant to safeguard Hindu interests, these, as you know, are the committees who manage Hindu temples, has also sided with the DMK, sir.
The HRNC has never safeguarded Hindus' interest at any point of time in the last many years. They have never done it. And appointing Christian officers, bringing all kinds of rituals, stopping the Hindu rituals, not doing the 6 pujas that is supposed to happen every day. I can just give out reasons after reasons. Taking the money in Tiruvannamalai, trying to build a temple complex. Samayapuram Mariamman temple, take the money and build it, take the money and put air conditioners for joint commissioners of HRNCE, buy cars for them, and many ministers' cars are brought from HRNC funds. So absolutely, you look at the functioning of HRNC, it's a fit case for disbanding. And in the said case also, sir, when December 1 the judgment was given, the executive officer of the Tiruppuram temple was supposed to protect the Deepatun. He was the first person to go on appeal. Even the Dargah people did not go on appeal. The EO went on appeal against the judgment, which told the EO to protect the Deepatun as part of the temple. He went on appeal. It clearly shows on whose side HRNC is. And in fact, when the contempt of court was happening on 3rd of December, sir, the HRNC EO switched off his phone and ran away. It is recorded in the court's observation. The HRNC EO was nowhere to be found when the contempt of court petition was taken. He went and hid somewhere. This is the unfortunate part where the HRNC believes since there is a word called Hindu in HRNC, people will accept it. Very unfortunate. HRNC has failed in its basic duty of protecting the temple, the temple's property, giving Hindus a decent place of worship to come very cleanly, peacefully worship and go. Even that is not happening. When somebody asks our minister, Mr. Shekhar Babu, who heads HRNC, he will give a very standard reply. When you say the queues are longer, people are not having water, people are not having toilet facility, he will say, when you go to Tirupati, you are standing for 3 days, what is your problem? On public, Minister Shekhar Babu says, you go to Tirupati and stand for hours, why are you asking these facilities in Tamil Nadu? But the CM's wife will get the first right. The Tamil Nadu Chief Minister's wife, Madam Durga Stalin, when she goes to a Hindu temple with a photo opportunity with photographers, she will get the first right. Mr. Shekhar Babu will push everybody, the minister, he will go and watch the Arunachaleshwara Deepam. The poor citizens will be standing somewhere. Any DMK minister will have a VVIP darshan, they will be the first people. But the poor devotees will not get anything. HRNCE is meant to protect the DMK minister and Stalin's family because they treat the temple property as their own wealth. Not an ordinary devotee who has to stand in the queue. In some places like Tiruchendur, a devotee died last year because of exhaustion. In Palani Murugan temple, they died of exhaustion. Well, no fans, no toilet, no water. Well, suddenly now they will come and say, no, HRNC will try and protect Lord Muruga. It is only the BJP which is trying to create this issue in Tamil Nadu. Well, viewers, of course, thank you, Mr. Annamalai, for speaking to me and taking the time out to explain this particular issue from your point of view. Let's open this up, viewers, because as you can see, the opposition is right there in front of Om Birla, the speaker today, with this impeachment notice saying that they don't like this judge because he is somebody who is not following constitutional due process. Now, viewers, let's ask some fundamental questions, and I want to begin with Mr. Abbas Haider and Harish Ibrahim, political analyst. Mr. Ibrahim, this is a very unfortunate issue where it appears that a matter that can actually be resolved by the Supreme Court is an ongoing matter.
The DMK wants to find an extrajudicial, in some senses, solution. They want to petition Om Birla, they want to file an impeachment motion. Some people are saying, and you heard Mr. Annamilai, that this is an open intimidation, that this is going to have a chilling effect on judiciary. If we don't like your judgment, we are going to try and impeach you. Is that what's happening?
No, whatever Mr. Annamalai said is completely a falsehood. Number one, why is it? Because the judge, Mr. GRS, it is not the first time who is giving such kind of an effectual thing where it create a huge kind of animosity across Tamil Nadu, not only due to the religious angle, because the same Tamil Nadu holds almost 80,000 plus temples, which is operating almost on every single day without any 0.01% of any kind of issues between the communities. But where Mr. GRS, who is a honorable High Court judge of Madurai bench, is not only getting his first judgment, which is divisive in manner, he's kind of habitual in this process. And against him, there are so much of impeding petitions across Madras High Court and even in the Madurai High Court bench, where his all kind of judiciary process will be going for a third kind of review on an evil's point of view. Because he's not acting on the constitution. 1 second, Ravi, I have 1 second. So he is not, according to the constitutional framework, he never operates. He has his own agenda, he has his own narrative on a religious perspective, on a Sanatana perspective, which is not inferred by me. He himself has stated that not only in one conference, across various conferences in Tamil Nadu, he has categorically said that he is going to act with the Sanatana Dharma, which preaches only the Hindu religious, whatever. 1 second, let me complete. So whatever there is a mandatory policies which the Hindus is going to get benefit.
All of these matters. No, 1 second. If you're talking, no, 1 second now, just a minute. If you're talking about indecorousness or not following decorum, then you saw, sir, just recently that the Supreme Court got into it and pulled up one of their brother judges. So are you saying that the senior judiciary is incapable of, number one, policing their own members, and that it is left to you to do so? And secondly, point out one infirmity in this judgment. Because the law is very narrow for impeachment.
No, it is going ahead for filing for an impeachment is a constitutional framework.
No, I'm asking you, sir. No, 1 second, Mr. Ibrahim. I'm asking you a question. Please tell me the basis on which you need to move is proven misbehavior or incapacity. Now, this is laid down in 124(4) and 218 of the Constitution. Is this misbehavior when you deliver a judgment upholding the right of certain believers, or you give not to light a Deepam atop a particular hill which is revered? How is this in any way? No, 1 second. How is this an indication of misbehavior?
No, those decisions can't be taken in a hasty way. You need
so go up to the Supreme Court. You have a place to go and appeal, isn't it? And you have done so.
Of course, that is what the government is always intended to do.
So then if you're doing it, why are you prejudicing the matter by moving an impeachment motion?
But Mr. GRS has taken his law to his own course of time, and he went himself and preceded that before the archaeological survey.
Here we have a situation which Mr. Ibrahim is not admitting to. You have a situation where the matter has already proceeded, the DMK has gone and filed 2 appeals. One in a division bench of the same High Court and one in the Supreme Court, where they are going to look at, these courts are going to look at the infirmity of this judgment.
Okay.
Which allows Hindus to go to the Deepam and light a lamp for a few hours, and that's it, viewers. And the judge has come out and he has followed the 2014 and 2017 precedent by not allowing people to go near the dargah. And we saw that visual. He has walked the 50 meters to ensure that the space between the pillar and the dargah is 50 meters according to the law. Yet these people, viewers, are moving an impeachment motion, and you're not explaining, sir, why when you've taken the matter to a higher court.
Rahul,
Rahul,
can you please allow me without an uninterrupted 1 minute
he's
to
been
explain the fact?
speaking non-stop.
Got uninterrupted time. When are we going to talk?
Okay,
What
you,
is
you
this,
speak.
Rahul? This
Okay.
can't be a monologue by the DMK.
Sanju Verma respond. He says that this particular judge has a history, that he is somebody who is almost an RSS judge, which has been said by the DMK in the past, and is almost a party karyakarta of the BJP. This is their problem with him, they say. How do you respond to this?
You know, Rahul, first and foremost, let me make one thing very clear. What did the division bench of the Madras High Court say in 2017? It said that courts cannot interfere in temple rituals and cannot prescribe specific locations for religious practices. And this judgment was delivered to prevent judicial overreach in matters of religious customs. Now, what Mr. Annamalai told you and what I would like to add here is the DMK has 120 people rallying around it, 120 opposition MPs, not just the DMK alone. They've rallied around together and they want to impeach Justice G Swaminathan. What are the allegations? They say he has compromised judicial impartiality, he's compromised transparency, he's shown undue favoritism towards certain advocates, and he's deciding matters based on a particular political ideology contrary to constitutional principles. As you rightly said, if a precedent had been set in 2014, if a precedent had been set in 2017, that you don't need to go to the top of the hillock, but you can light the giant lamp at the Deepathun, which is nothing but a stone pillar, then how is G.R. Swaminathan violating a set precedent? How is he not being transparent? How is he violating secular, so-called constitutional principles? How is he showcasing favoritism towards a particular ideology? Do Hindus have no rights? I will tell you what. Let's cut through the, riff-raff. I will not use the word BS. The fact is, Tamil Nadu assembly elections are next year in a few months from now. Out of the 7.21 crore population, you have 45 lakh plus who are Christians. You have 43 lakh plus who are Muslims. Basically, 13 to 14% of Tamil Nadu's population are non-Hindus. They are either Christians and or Muslims. Clearly, the DMK is eyeing the Muslim and Christian vote bank. And what better way to eye this vote bank than to appease them?
That's
and
a big charge. Okay.
To appease them than to demonize Hindu customs. My final point, please, 1 minute. Also, please understand, assuming there has been judicial overreach, hypothetically speaking, right? The manner in which a so-called judicial overreach is undone is by challenging it in a higher court in the law of the land.
That I agree with you.
It is not by trying to impeach the judge, because the same Supreme Court, which gives rights to minorities, has said this, and the Constitution has said it. A judge cannot be impeached for passing a particular verdict or judgment and for simply doing his job.
Let me bring in Abhijit Iyer Mitra on this point. How do you see this?
You know, I just found Mr. Ibrahim's argument truly astounding. He says it was judged on the basis of Sanatan. Tell me, things concerning Hinduism are going to be judged based on the Quran. If we judge it based on the Quran, then the idol in that temple should be smashed.
As usual, you misinterpret.
So, this is, you said it. Could you please replay what he said?
I said,
Mr. Can you please replay what he said?
Mr. GRS
Now, apparently for this man, the judge quoting the religion of the temple itself is a great violation and makes him RSS. This is the kind of nonsense we are listening to. Understand, what is atop the temple?
What you speak is a nonsense as of now.
It's a Hindu temple. Do they, if it is a Hindu temple, do they or do they not have the right to light a lamp? It is that simple. Understand, this is the same mindset that wants to smash the idol out there. And remember, Udayanidhi Stalin has said publicly after he called Hindus, Sanatana Dharma, vermin, mosquitoes and whatnot. He himself claimed he was a Christian, that he had converted to the religion of his wife. What else do you... This is crusader jihadi logic being applied on a massive scale.
Well,
Nothing
that's
else.
it. It's there
Let
on
us
your
be
screens. The
absolutely clear.
DMK is anti-Sanatan stand. We must eradicate Sanatan Dharma, says Udayanidhi Stalin. If you wear DMK dhoti, remove holy ash. This is A. Raja, DMK MP, one of those people who went there to submit this particular note. Now, I want to bring in.
And Rahul, sorry, 1 second.
No, yeah, go ahead.
Remember, these people were nowhere near outraged when in January of this year, their ally, Indian Union, IUML, Muslim League, Jinnah's party, remnant of Jinnah's party in India, their ally actually sat and ate beef curry inside the dargah on that hill. That wasn't an issue for them. They were trying to actively hide it. They were claiming, no non-veg was eaten. Then the video actually showed it was being eaten.
This
And
is.
Rahul, just 10 seconds. Rahul, just to add to what Abhijit said in 10 seconds. You know, each time in the last 24 hours when I've debated this issue with DMK spokespersons, they say, oh, you know, Tamil Nadu has more than 38,000 temples. How dare you question our Hindu credentials? Well, out of those 38,000 temples, 76% are on the verge of closing down. They don't even have enough money to perform the morning and
So let
evening
me.
rituals.
That's a good point.
And you are talking about your Hindu credentials.
That is a good point. Let me bring in the Samajwadi Party here.
That's
One
a lame
second.
joke.
No, 1 second. Let me bring in the Samajwadi Party, whose
You
reach
are a
doesn't
joke.
extend beyond Uttar Pradesh. But their leader, there you can see him in the middle of the screen, viewers, is standing there pretending to be an authority of what is happening in Tamil Nadu. Can you believe it, viewers? What connection does he have? One doesn't know. What muscle is he lending? No one knows. Something that is happening down south where he has absolutely no perspective.
Remember what the
Rahul bhai.
was.
So
Tera
one
mera rishta kya, la ilaha illallah.
Yeah, okay.
Are
So,
you from
Mr. Haider,
Samajwadi
let me
Party,
ask you.
Mr.
Let me
Iyer?
ask you. You first
Mr.
try to
Madras.
browbeat the governor's office by trying to set timelines upon them to clear bills. When you think they should be clearing bills, the Supreme Court throws you out. Then you threaten in Parliament, like today, Rahul Gandhi has done the election commissioner and the chief election commissioner, saying we will come after you. Don't think that you will retire into some great idyllic lifestyle. We will come after you, will pull you out. These were his words. And now, sir, you threaten a High Court judge with impeachment because you have a problem with their verdict. This, sir, many people are saying, is a tool to threaten judiciary. Verdict is not in line with the state. It's very simple, isn't it? Otherwise,
Rahul bhai.
what equation do you have in this entire matter?
Rahul bhai, first of all, I would like to tell you that Samajwadi Party's organization is across the country. We have MLAs across Uttar Pradesh, and we are the third largest party in the Lok Sabha, on the floor of the Lok Sabha.
Yeah.
Now let's
What's your
let's
vote
come to
share?
the
What's your
topic.
vote share in Kerala?
No.
What's your vote
Well,
share in Tamil
we
Nadu?
did contest.
Excuse
We
me.
didn't-
What is your vote share in Canada? In Kerala? What is your vote share
No,
in
of
Tamil
course,
Nadu? What is your vote share
Our
in?
vote share in Canada was 0% because we.
I'm
had
asking you, what
contested
was
in
your vote
Canada.
share in Kerala?
And-
What was it in Tamil Nadu? Can you
No,
give
we
me the
didn't
number?
contest it.
What was
Of
it in
course, we-
Puducherry?
No, we.
Tell me.
We did we contest in Kerala?
But that's what.
Or Puducherry?
So what are you jumping around for? Why are you going to
we-
Tamil Nadu?
I'll tell you why.
On what
we are
issue?
jumping around the gun. Not at all.
Really?
See, we are here. We are standing.
No,
for
I'll
the
tell you what you're here,
Constitution.
sir, to
Who
do.
told
You're
you?
here
Who
to
told
play
you?
to
No,
a
no.
minority gallery. That's all.
Let me tell you,
Exactly,
Rahul bhai, who told
exactly,
you it is
Rahul.
about minority? It is about.
It is, sir,
appeasement,
about
it is
appeasement being
upholding
above the rule of
Exactly.
law.
If you
Show
if
me
you-
one. No, no.
if you
Tell
allow
me
me
first,
to
sir.
say
1
this.
second. Let me ask this gentleman. What is the Deepatun? Tell me about it.
No.
He's
Sir,
No, no,
clueless.
what? No, no.
First-
Tell me, what is the Deepatun? My name is not No. Tell me, what is the Deepatun?
I will tell you what it is.
Yeah,
I'll
tell
tell
me.
you what it is.
Tell me.
I have heard people from Tamil Nadu saying.
Sir,
that
I'm asking you, what
Bharatiya
is the
Janata Party-
Deepatun?
No, sir, if you'll not let me.
What is the
How
Deepatun,
am I
sir?
able to be able to
You are
answer
not
you?
doing the
If
same
you
thing
keep
with the
on
BJP
interrupting me,
spokesperson.
you
Why
never
you
interrupt any
can
of
do
the
the same show with
spokespersons
them
from
alone,
BJP
right?
or their
You're
supporters.
bringing
But
other
you
parties
kept
and you are
on
not
Doesn't
interrupting
make
listening.
sense.
even before I.
You are
put a counter
blabbering.
question
You are a
on your
blabbering queen,
question.
as always.
Can I
Allow
speak?
him to speak.
No, if you want me to speak, I can speak, or I can leave your show if you don't want
I
me
want to
speak
ask you, sir,
at all.
what
So
is
let
this
me
issue
speak at
about?
least.
What is the Deepatun?
Sir, I know what sir, in our culture in UP, sir, this deep is prejudice. We called it deep. There you call Deepatun. Now the thing
Where is it?
has been Sir, that Deepatun has been done from ages, but it
Where
is
is
not
it?
about that particular. It is not.
Where
sir,
is
let
it?
me
Where
say-
is it?
Sir, let me tell you, it is not about this
Rahul.
particular case. How can you be
Viewers,
so judgmental?
let me tell you, this
And
is
you are
a
jumping the
clear
gun. No, sir, no, sir.
attempt. This is a
No, if you
clear
not let
attempt.
me speak-
Let me tell
No,
you,
sir,
viewers,
not
this
fair.
is
No,
a
this is
clear.
unfair.
No, 1 second,
This
Mr.
is
Haider,
very
I'm
unfair.
asking you. I asked you a question, and I need to move on. I have 30 seconds
Sir,
to.
you have not let me
I am
speak.
giving you 30
Rahul, can I
seconds
give
to
you 10
respond. 1 second.
seconds of
1 second.
time?
Lower the
30
faders.
seconds, you
Yes,
given 5
Mr.
minutes,
Haider, I'm asking you a question. What does the Samajwadi Party have to do with an issue that is concerning Hindus in Tamil Nadu? Please answer this
No, it's
question.
not about the Hindu. Who said this is about Hindus or Muslim? Who said this is about the about the appeasement? It is about the constitution. You please don't interrupt me. I've got the only chance to speak, and not everybody is interrupting me, and you are not letting me complete. This is not fair. I will not speak like this. I'm sorry.
Okay.
If you ask other
I am giving
panelists
you
to
the
show some
opportunity.
courtesy
Would
to
you
me.
like to speak or would you like to sulk?
I'm speaking, sir, but
So tell me, what
other
is it?
panelists
What do you
some
have to do
courtesy
with
for
that?
me.
What
I
is
never
this
interrupted
constitutional
anyone on
issue?
this show.
Explain to me.
I'm telling you, sir, when a particular judge who has sworn on the constitution says that this constitution is a copied constitution from the relic of 1935, that is why we are against such person. Sir, a person who cannot uphold the constitution in a RSS link event, he's saying that it is a copied relic. He is
Okay.
trying to mock the constitution of Dr. Baba Sahib Bhimrao Ambedkar.
Okay.
Does he deserve to be sitting at the bench?
Okay.
Sir, we are
Okay.
against any such person. When Advocate Vanchi Nantan, he moved a complaint to the Chief Justice of India
Right.
against this judge on caste bias.
Okay.
And this particular judge, what did he do?
Okay.
He summoned a contempt of court against that person.
Okay.
And
Now, viewers,
8 judges
if tomorrow
of
the Supreme
Madras High
Court-
retired
Okay.
judges and sitting judges,
Okay.
they
Okay.
have written an open letter against
Okay.
him saying him, please not do this, sir.
Okay.
They have
If the
written
Supreme
that,
Court viewers
Sir, they
tomorrow
have
were to
written that he
rule
is
against
trying to
these
blur the
petitions that
justice
have been
with
brought by
vendetta,
the
which is not
DMK in
acceptable.
appeal, 1 second. If tomorrow the Supreme Court were to rule against these petitions that have been brought by the DMK, will you accept, very quickly, Mr. Ibrahim, will you accept the Supreme
Process
Court's
judge,
word?
sitting
No, no,
judge.
Yes, you will? Yes, you will?
No.
No.
He's consumed
You will
very
not,
court.
you will not
we
listen
will be
to
going to the
He's
we will
consumed
be
very
going to the
court.
constitution bench again.
Yes,
Until-
you will
Rahul, I
go.
give you 10
Until-
seconds.
I'll leave it
until
at
the-
this.
until the
Viewers, it's
last-
quite clear that whether the Supreme Court rules, whether the Speaker allows this impeachment motion, they are not going to accept it. It's quite clear. That's what he's saying, very clearly. This is not, as I told you, viewers, about the rule of law, constitutionalism, or the application of it. This is about clear and present attempt to politicize an issue in which these individuals have no say. But viewers, I want to move on because there is a very serious story that we need to look at very, very closely.